But I had a couple people ask for like makeup tutorials, so I thought, because I went to Sephora yesterday, yes, this bag was filled to the top. I got a lot of new stuff, so I'm going to test it out and let you guys know what I think. So one thing that I've been having a problem with is keeping my foundation on. When I put it on, it looks really good, but then like 3 hours later, my face, like it's all my foundation, all my makeup goes where I contour. So it leaves like these bare spots like all over my mouth. I went to Sephora and I asked the girl, I'm like, I need something that grips my foundation. So she recommended the Milk Hydro Primer, or she also gave me, because I didn't have like a travel and I don't know what I'm gonna really like yet, so she gave me a little sample of the Cover FX, I think it's called Gripping Primer. So I kind of want to try, I felt both of them in the store and I think actually the Cover FX felt tackier, so I kind of want to try that first. Oh, I feel it. It's like, see how my skin? That is how primer is supposed to be. Tacky. Love it. Okay, so already really liking that. Again, it's the Cover FX. Pretty sure it's like gripping primer. Next thing, because I have a lot of pores in this area, I really like to have a smoothing effect, like a airbrush look. She told me to try the Tatcha primer. I've heard a lot of good things about this. The reason why she was saying that my makeup was sliding right off is because a lot of the primers that I were using were really silicone based, so that just makes your makeup just slide right off. She said to only apply this in like this area to give, I'm gonna look in my mirror, a real smoothing. This does feel really nice. It smells really good too. So I'm gonna let that dry for a second. I put the foundation on this and then I use my beauty blender and stamp it around my face. So the makeup the foundation I like is the Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation, and then I use the color Khaki. So I like about 2 to 3 pumps on this little silicone pad, and then take my beauty blender and stamp it in. I mean, literally, I could just stay here all day and do this. All right, next, I like to do my brows. So I like to do the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. I really like the Morphe palettes. This one is the 35 OM, and you can get these. Obviously, mine's very dirty. I've used these for years. You can get them at Ulta. I want to say they're 20 or 25 bucks. So this is more of like browns and neutrals. Since I have brown eyes, these colors really complement brown eyes really well. So I like to start off with, oh, I did forget one thing. I'm usually not a big eye makeup primer person, but Sephora had a trial of the Anastasia eye primer. So let's try this and see how this works. Gosh, now I just transformed myself to Mimi from Drew Carey. It always looks worse before it gets better, people. We go back in. This is a Morphe brush. It's just a big fluffy brush by Morphe. I got it in a set. It was their rose gold set a couple years ago. So on like a day that I'm like in a hurry, I usually go in with like this color or like one of these as my crease, and then I'll go in with a darker color down here as like to make my little V on the outside. And then I use another shade that's a little bit lighter. It's sparkly, and I do that in the inner corners and then on my the tops of my eyes. So this, you just make windshield wiper motions. I really focus a lot on the outer parts of my eyes. Tap it off. Next step is I take the Morphe 350S. Again, this one's been used for years. And these have shimmerier colors. So I take the MAC 247 brush, and I like to take this shade right here. Sometimes when you use shimmers, it's best to actually spray some MAC Fix Plus on your brush. But this just helps the product stick on your brush a little bit better. And then transfer to your eye. So I like to stamp right in the middle and then take it in. It's the eye. So go back in with the other eye. Try to go on this side. So where your eye is, start there, dab, 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 and then work your way into the inner corners. So again, I'm gonna go with a darker color, M433 brush again. So I'm gonna pick like one of these colors. What do I feel? What do I feel? So with this, just do here and connect it.
Now you have a lot of product on the brush, so take it over to the other side before you blend.
To take the original fluffy brush that I had at first, I'm gonna go and just dust this one off. And then I like to go through and just kind of blend everything in. Blending, blending, blending is the key. I remember in like my early 20s, I really wanted to do like a good cat eye, like a good smoky eye, and I could never figure it out. So I spent hours upon hours upon hours watching makeup tutorials. I love Jaclyn Hill. I think she is like the queen of makeup. I really like Jeffree Star as well. So those are two good YouTubers. And Nikki Tutorials is really good too. But those are my three. And they've actually taught me everything I know about makeup. That and growing up, my mom always liked makeup and always played around with it as well. So, okay. So now we have the eye. And we'll go through and we will clean this up a little bit with concealer. So I've used two different kinds. I've done the Shape Tape, and I like it. But I really like this Urban Decay All Nighter. It's kind of my ride and die. I feel like my kid might be coming in, so nope, she's not. So we're gonna use the Urban Decay just because I got a new one yesterday. Literally, like, if this tells you guys anything, how much I like the Urban Decay. I love it. Like, absolutely love it. I bought it over and over and over again, and you're probably wondering why I have so many. It's because I don't want to get rid of them, because I feel like even a little bit goes a long way with this. So maybe I can just scrape a little bit more. It's probably disgusting. I probably need to go through that. Anyway, I do have some shape tapes too. My daughter went through and cleaned out my makeup drawer. So I have 4 shape tapes. I think I have medium, medium, tan, and medium. Tan is obviously my color that I use in the summer, and medium I've used quite a bit of. Probably need to go ahead and get rid of these. Anyway, those are 2 really good concealers. So I do have dark circles under my eyes. I have like acne scarring and all this kind of stuff. So I really need a good full coverage concealer, and I've found that in this. I don't contour my nose as much as a lot of people. I like my nose, so the way that, like, I don't contour it with concealer, if that makes sense. So I do it with bronzer. I'll show you guys that. Now, I have used a ton of different translucent powders. I really like the Laura Mercier. It is really good. I have like a whole jar of it, but I actually, because I was having so many issues with my makeup staying on, I was reading all these articles about like what drag queens use, and they were using RCMA powder. Let's see. I love this stuff. I actually get it. I'm in Cincinnati, and we have a store called Capples, and it's a Halloween store, and they actually carried this. I went back in recently since I'm running low on it, and they didn't have it anymore. So I picked up this Ben Nye neutral set, and I've been using this. So I just go back in. I put a little bit in the lid. I take my damp beauty blender, get some product on. One thing I forgot to do that I wanted to show you guys that I liked, so I'll stop there. So is this Charlotte Tilbury, the Flawless Filter. So this is a really good, actually I'm going to take some of this powder off. It's like a liquid highlighter. So I like to highlight So I am going to go back through and just touch up with a little bit more of the powder. I don't want to apply too much powder under my eyes because it will make my eyes really dry. And then while that's baking, because my skin still feels tacky, what I have to do is go through with a powder. So Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish, I used number 2 medium. So I take a big fluffy brush. Pretty sure I got this on Amazon. So I really like it. It's like a big fluffy brush. And just kind of sweep it over so that my foundation doesn't feel tacky anymore. Again, I really like a flawless look to my skin. So my bronzer that I really like is, I've used also Benefit Dallas is a really good one. I have 3 of these right now in my makeup thing, but I really like the Anastasia saddle. So this for me in the winter is really good. I've got 2 of these going right now too. So I like to take a contour brush. I'm trying to think of, my words escaped me, but a contour brush, and then again, you can spray the MAC Fix Plus. That's such a hard thing to say. You can spray that on your brushes first, just to give it more of a grip. But what I do is I go for my ear.
Down. Same thing on this side.
And then sometimes I actually take it. Oh, good. Amazon's here. Cool. I do daily Amazon shopping. So I'll take it a little bit down to my mouth a little bit because I feel like that draws in my face a little bit more. And then I will take a little bit right here and right here. I don't like to put a hole right here because that will draw in your face even more. So I just do a little here, here. Now, I, like many people, have a double chin. And I like to hide that double chin. So I like to take this and just go on the jawline. Then I'll go through and kind of buff it out a little bit. Next, I take my damn beauty blender, put some product on the end, and then I'm going to clean up this line a little bit. No, you don't want to go too low down here because that will take away from the contour we just did there. Let's see, next. So, I do take my Dallas. Seems like a lot, I know. But I'll let this bake on for a few minutes. And then I'm going to take this and go all over my face and kind of help blend in that contour a little bit. While I'm doing that, while I'm letting that bake, I'm going to do my, I don't know how I'm going to do this on camera, but I'm going to take my eyeliner and do my wing. Now, when you do your wing, you want to take from this, the bottom of your eyelash, and go out. So if you were to take like a straight line this way, and then you want to connect it and go over. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm going to do this and look in the mirror. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that. Okay. So I start with the top and then go through the bottom lash. Yep. And out. And then color it in. And then if we need to clean it up, I'll take. So, the liner I like I love this stuff, is the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I've used the Stila, this. I don't love it. It like bleeds into my like creases on my eyes. I like how precise and how long this is, but this does not move. When I put it on, it does not like, it's like little tributaries, little like rivers like into my eyes. So I don't love that, but I love this. Like I bought this over and over and over again. So again, it's the Kat Von D tattoo liner. So because I want to clean my sides up a little bit, take a Q-tip, This might be gross for some people, so don't watch. Put it in your mouth. And then...
Sorry if that grosses anyone out. Take it and then just make it more precise. And then because I accidentally took off some of my makeup, gonna go back through with my trusty
powder. Oh, another powder that I liked. It's right here. So this is the Ben Nye. It's in neutral, so I put it in the lids. But the Ben Nye Luxury Powder. This is a good option for like a powder, so you wouldn't have to use the Charlotte Tilbury since it is a little bit more expensive. This is just a pressed powder. This is a loose powder, but it gives you the same effect, so your makeup doesn't feel as tacky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a bit of this. Just kind of clean that up a little bit. Okay. So now that we baked, just brush this off. I take the same big fluffy brush, or I mean, e.l.f. makes a good fluffy brush too. So I take this and I just kind of go all over my face, just kind of blends in the bronzer a little bit so you look more natural. Next, I'm gonna film a hair. I got one of those hair Revlon, you know, air dryers. So I want to try that and see how that works on my hair, because my hair, when it dries, it's sort of kinky and it's not cute. Anyway, I have to find some lashes that look good. I reuse my lashes all the time. Yeah, these look good. Maybe not so much. Anyway, I'll have to find some good ones. But anyway, I like to put it on with the Duo glue. I get it at Target. It's like $8. But I tend to use this side. So I like it that you can just paint it on your eyelash. The trick with this is to let it sit on your eyelash for 10 seconds or so, and then take tweezers, put it on the center of your eye, let it sit there, like count to 5, and then attach it to the inner corner and then to the outer corner, and then kind of rest your head down for a second, let them dry, and then they'll be good. Oh, other thing, I'm not a huge blush person. I know a lot of people, I feel like you either are or you aren't. Somebody was asking me what my favorite blush was the other day. I don't have one, to be honest. I would say the one I go to the most is e.l.f. It's the 4-pack. I've had it for a while, but I like this color. I don't like anything real pinky. Ooh, gotta blend that out, huh? We're gonna blend that out. So do that, and then I'll do a little bit up here. And then if I want to give myself a little bit more of a highlight, I like this Lancome. It is dual finish highlighter, radiant rose gold, and number 3. So I actually watch a lot of Emily Gemma's makeup tutorials, and she really liked this, and I tried it because she's like freaking gorgeous. So I'm like, oh, I'll try that. That looks good on her, and I do like it. And then a little on the nose. The last step, which I've told you guys about this over and over and over again, my lip combo, and I love this. It is MAC Soar with MAC Cream Cup. So clearly I like it. I've actually gone through about 4 of these in the last year because I like them that much. The lip combo together is so pretty. And done. So that's it. I can pretend to put my lashes on. I don't think I have. Oh, I don't think I have tweezers. Well, there you go. So that is how I put my makeup on. All-nighter setting spray. Load that puppy up. So that is it. That's my makeup tutorial.